Outside leg is up straight. So partner, you're on the bottom. You're basically doing like flutter kicks, nice and slow. The hip arm is chopping. My head is diving and I'm turning. If you're not looking at your partner, you're not doing it right. So make sure you have lots of head pressure. Turn, step through, knee down, chop, dive in, head, chest, shoulder pressure. Look at your partner and turn. I'm not looking for speed, looking for perfection. So none of this. That's bad. He's just gonna push you down or triangle you. So head pressure, turn, chest, shoulder connection. Look at your partner. So you're using the head control. Step, knee, switch, pressure, walk into him, twist, and pass. It's 2 minutes. So take your time. Make sure you're looking at your partner. Chest, look at that pressure. Let the pressure get the pass. Last one. I did my 2 minutes. Everybody good? Sure. Let's go. Upper belts go first. Our heels as close to our butt as possible. And partners, we're just gonna put our arms out like we're giving key walks away. All right, so here's the drill. Head down in the armpit area. Posting, and I'm gonna do a nice little step over. As soon as I land, I wanna make sure I'm checking the hip check. Back down, same thing, all the way up. Hip check. Sorry. Hold them. Don't need your partner, but make sure you're making that contact, okay? If you can't do it really fast, it's nice and slow. Step over. Look on my toes. Over. Hip check. Once you get a little faster. Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Take your time. Mr. Quick, I like to call it the breakdance pass. So whatever you want to call it. We're gonna have feet on the hips. Oh, let me shut this off. Alright, so feet on the hips, so hip movement, inside grip, leg drag. Make sure you're grabbing in front of the knee and a nice ankle grip, hip in, and then drag the leg all the way across. So it's hamstring on thigh. Now as soon as I get this leg drag, I want to keep this hand in the front. I want to put a little downward pressure on his ankle and then step. Now as soon as I step, I want to make sure I have good hip control with this underhook and I'm sliding straight down his body, not out there. And I want to make sure I keep this underhook because otherwise he'll take my back. So nice slide down, tight to the body, dive in for that shoulder pressure, pull them in nice and tight, come back up. So drag, push down, step, slide down the body, head, pull them in for shoulder pressure, slide in, drag. Now as soon as I step, let go of that foot, otherwise it's gonna tangle you up. But keep that underhook just in case he scrambles up. Nice shoulder pressure. Try not to grab here. Try to grab underneath that shoulder. Pull them in nice and tight. One last time. Everybody good?
Sir.
Right, let's go. Nice shoulder pressure finish, Gavin, please.
I would have taken you that.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. I would have killed you. I take these two fingers and just straight through your ear. I saw Mbaki runs.
Emily, it looks good, baby. Set that underhook from the beginning, okay?
Wait, so you did it?
You got it.
That's something random or something.
That's really confusing.
It's honestly easier. Because you have hip control.
Yes, yes. Now slide down. That was good. Way better. Eyes on him. Deeper step or shorter stance.
Yeah. You want me to actually like fight back when you do it?
Better. Good. Shoot your right Like that'll expose his
Look, my
back.
hand's already up your leg. I would still grab your leg.
That's the ultimate defense.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd grab your leg like this. Pull it over. Your leg, baby. You just underhook it. My yeah, but if we're in a real fight and your leg's right there, I'm gonna end up underhooking. And my hand's already down now. So now your chest is probably so we're working on
Next one is one of my go-to passes for this open guard. I call it the Padilla pass because that's who taught it to me. So we're gonna come in the open guard with some nice shin control, gi or no gi, it doesn't matter. But I wanna have nice shin control, and immediately I wanna isolate one of these legs. So once I isolate it, I'm doing that nice knee pinch like I'm doing an arm bar, toes in together, knees tight, and I'm trying to hug on that calf. Now the next step from here is my hands are gonna release the shins and they're gonna go hands on hips, and then I dive through. Now once I dive through, I want my elbow to stay in front of this leg, and I'm gonna slide this arm up, and then my head's gonna dive to his chest, underhook, and then watch this knee. So from here, the knee's gonna catch, and I'm gonna dive in and slide into the belly, and slide right in to that mount position. Okay. This way. So here, in, hands on the hips, dive through, make sure that foot stays on the inside, and immediately my knee's on the ground and all my weight's on them, but that elbow is blocking that leg. And make sure your head is on this side of their chest, not this side because they might be able to come up. So pin them down with your head, underhook. As soon as I release this elbow, the knee's replacing it like that. And then I'm squeezing again, knee to the body, walk through, right to mount. Chin control, pinch, step through, elbow, head down. Now start to slide through, but before that elbow moves, make sure you get that knee. Pinch, dive, and walk through. Okay? Don't really worry about tacking this arm, just worry about getting that mount position, chest on face, and at least one arm out. Anyone need to see it again? All right, let's go. We're gonna focus on attacking from that mount position. So I'm in a nice mount position, and let's say I have my chest on face. That's great, I'm controlling him, but now I'm gonna set up a cross choke. So if they have a gi on, perfect opportunity to use it. First thing I wanna do is I need to get this arm across his throat line. Now I don't wanna do palm up when I'm in mount for the cross choke. So if he goes to roll me, I'm gonna not be able to post really well, and I'm gonna probably get rolled. So I like to go in palm down, but I like to take my thumb and I like to slice the neck all the way, put my knuckles on the floor, and then turn it in, and then drag my arm across, chest on face, stays the whole time. So it looks like this. So I'm here, hand comes through, thumb slices. Now look at my arm, it's already drug across. Now what I wanna do is I wanna drag my chest and my arm on this side of his body, and I like to push the head away, drag it down, make a nice fist grip, elbows to the belly, head to the floor, and squeeze for the tap. Okay? So here, chin up, slice through, thumb, look at the thumb, like I'm touching the skin all the way through. Fist grip, knuckles on the floor, chest stays on the face, so does my elbow. You can lift your hand up, but leave your elbow on the floor. Now, I like to push right above the ear. Push, get all that slack out, and then elbow down, slice up, grab any part of material you can grab as long as it's close to the carotid artery, not way over here on the shoulder. Once you make that fist grip, clench and bring your elbows in, head to the floor, finish with the choke. One more time. Slicing, I can feel the skin sliding across my thumb. Arms across the throat, chest and elbow down, push, slice, and finish. All right? Yep.
So when you're squeezing when you're grabbing both lapels, the motion, is it like this?
No.
Or are you pulling your...
So, good question. So I'm not pulling out like that. I'm trying to bring my elbows to my belly
Okay.
and bring my hands together.
So the motion is that way.
Yeah. And if I was on the back, I'd do palm up, palm up. Same thing. If you do this, it makes a bigger gap. Everybody good?
Sir.
Let's go. Do a couple. Isolate one of those arms, but I want to make sure that my body stays nice and heavy on top of them. So the first thing I'm going to do from this mount position, I'm going to reach down and grab that wrist. And now without sitting up, I'm going to dive under and bring his arm to me. Now, as soon as I make this 2-on-1 grip for that Kimura, I want to make sure that I'm planting my head and I'm looking at the back of his head. If you're looking away, it's going to mess the roll up. So plant your head, look at the back, and then hook. Okay, don't just kick, hook, and then drive. Look at that clamp. Drive his head to the mat, and then the back leg comes up, and I can finish with the Kimura. Ooh. So in that mount position, staying nice and heavy, nice wrist control. Dive under, bring the arm to it, switch your head. I like to bring this inside knee up into his armpit, post, clamp, kick to the floor. As soon as he rolls, make sure that leg's not here, it's in the back. Now when we go for our finish for the Kimura, I'm trying to bring his hand this way, but I don't just want to use my hands to turn him. I want to clamp nice and tight elbows, and I want to use my whole body with my hip squeeze to get the tap. Okay? So one last time. Heavy mount, head down, dive under, bring my knee up, turn this way. So I get my grip. Before I do the movement, I don't want my leg way back here. I want it nice and tight. Use your head for that post, and then chop and then roll him right over. So nice clamp, elbows, hips, your whole body turns for the finish. Everybody good?
Sir.
All right, let's go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so here's the what if to that. That rolling Kimura is sweet, but there's always that what if. What if they posture up? What if they pull their arm out? So here's what we do. So I'm in that position, I'm in a heavy mount. I set up that rolling Kimura, I bring the knee up, look at the head, staple, and start to roll him over. But somehow Gavin postures up, straightens his arm out, posture up, try to stack and pass. So look, he's going to pass me. I still had somewhat control of this arm, but I'm going to lose that Kimura grip as he straightens and postures up. But I still have nice clamps. So I want to clamp on the elbow and the wrist line, and then this foot's going to pivot with that corkscrew arm bar, or the clay bar I like to call it. Toes up in the back of the head, continue to pass. He continues to pass. I go right back for that arm bar and finish, okay? So here, under, roll. He immediately postures up, straightens the arm, right over. Now, as soon as I made that clamp, I want to make sure I'm hooking and my knees are pinched. And I can finish him here, or I can kick him to the floor. Just make sure we're keeping that contact on the arm to your chest, wrist control, elbows down, or your genie grip. But make sure we're finishing, whether they're up or down. Keep that clamp tight. One last time. Look, he's already straightened it out. He's stacking nice clamps right over for the tap. Everybody good?
Coach, can you do it one time?
Yes,
all
sir.
the way from the guard pass that you did from the knee pinch guard pass?
Yes, sir. All right, so gonna do that Padilla pass. Nice and tight. Squeeze, hands on the hips. Dive through. Nice elbow control. Staple the head to the chest. Underhook, and as soon as I release this elbow, I'm gonna replace it with my knee. Nice clamp. Dive to the belly. Walk through to mount. I lose this arm. He goes down towards my hip. Head down. Nice and tight grip. Step over. He immediately straightens the arm. Stacks the pass. And you finish with the arm bar. Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.